First things first, guys, if you don't rate Bounty Killer, please just find the X at the top of the screen and come out of this one, because this one's not for you. You're welcome to come back when your artist is the one I'm talking about, but this is for Bounty Killer fans, alright?
So me I say DJ Mega, to the business I no beggar. Up to the time, you know it's called Taylor representing for DJ Mega.
Right, so as you know and as you see, anytime an artist is into negativity, mix up, ill, or past is when everyone wants to flood their names in the blogs. But you see, when life is just cruising and everything's good and it's just smooth, they're not in the blogs as much. So this is just a quick little thing I put together, Dancehall Flowers, alright? So it started from a conversation in a WhatsApp group where everyone was just talking about their artists and why they rate their artists and all these things. So I thought, you know what, let me bring it to my YouTube. So 2 things I want you to do before I get into it. 2 things. Below in the comment section, let me know why you rate Bounty Killer Rodney Price. Why? What's your reason for rating him? And also list 2 songs which impacted you emotionally, spiritually, any way it impacted you. Yeah, 2 songs from his catalog, any year, any time frame. Could be something from last week, could be something from 10 years ago. Let me know why those 2 songs impacted you also. So that's what you guys to do or need to do in the comment section. All right, so boom, Bounty Killer. As I said, this ain't no fact based using digits and research and that. It's just a reasoning, you get me? So boom, Bounty Killer Rodney Price. Yeah, when I first got introduced to Rodney Price, it was my cousin. I would say it was my cousin. Obviously I've been hearing it around my dad and that because he's a sound man and stuff like that, but I would say my cousin based in London. Big up yourself. Each and every time cruising around, he's playing his cassette tapes. Yeah, and I'm hearing Bounty Killer. Boom. First thing that struck me about it, the voice. One voice. When they say one voice, it should be Bounty Killer, you know, serious, big and serious, because he has that one voice of dance so that so many people try to emulate, you know, a unique sounding flow. You got many. You get me? The man go vocals, the man go lyrics, the man go DJ, the man go, you know, very adaptable. All right, now this is a point I'm going to point out. You see Bounty Killer, he's had crossover success, and then he's had mainstream success, and then he's had just dancehall success too. Right? So boom. One thing that I like, whichever Bounty Killer version you tune into, it's Bounty Killer. You're going to hear the voice. You're going to hear the patois. You're going to hear the rawness. You're going to hear the flow. He remains who he is on whatever feature he's on, whatever project he's on. And I respect that, because a lot of artists, when they feature somewhere that's outside of their, you know, usual comfort zone, so to speak, they change and they try and adapt to it, which is nothing's wrong with that, you know. But it don't work for everybody. But what I rate for him, he stuck to him. Wherever you hear Bounty Killer, you hear Bounty Killer, Rodney Price, the poor people's governor. You hear him, you know. And shouts out to all the other artists that remain their self. And as I said, shouts out to the one that experiment. Nothing's wrong with experimenting, but this is a quality that I rate for Bounty Killer. Anywhere you hear him, it is Bounty Killer. Yeah, big up for that. 2, this reasoning is like, some will get it, some won't. Right? It's simple, but at the same time, people might not see it like this. And it's his social commentary, right? When he talks about the system, when he talks about the oppression and what poor people go through, he doesn't need to, right? And this is what I respect about him. Of course, when you're rising, cool. You're still in it, you're still suffering. When you go past a certain bracket, you're in an upper echelon of, you know, humans. So he's up there living his life. He's successful, made it, so much accolades, everything. He really doesn't have to keep representing for us, the poor people. There's many examples of artists that started off on a humble and as a, you know, poor people's champion, warrior type of vibe. And as they go up and their money goes up and their lifestyle change, everything changed. They start singing about other stuff. They don't really, you know, business about thing. And I ain't wronging no one for any decision. If that's what you want to do, is your life, live it. But I respect Bounty Killer because he still to this day talks out for the working class, the poor class. You get me? Everyone going through struggle. Now, people say, yeah man, That's what you're supposed to do. Poor people's governor, boom, boom, boom. But how I deep it is, I know for every action, there's a reaction. For every action, there's a reaction, yeah? Whether we see it or whether we don't. When he's talking out and calling out the bigger heads and all these things, I know there must be some sort of, you know, something come back to him behind the scenes. Or some sort of blacklisting, some sort of blocking, some sort of murmur. You get me? Nothing happens and goes unnoticed. Trust me. Especially when you're talking about the bigger heads up there, they are tuned into what going on. So salute Rodney. Big up yourself, Rodney. Because as I said, not everything you talk and not everything needs to be taught. But if you deep it and you see how the system moves, you get me? They address everything, whether it's subliminally or behind the scenes. You get me? So I respect that 100%. Now, boom. Let's talk about just his love for dancehall. You see, more time you see Bounty Killer and, you know, people say, oh, you know, he's gone off on a rant and stuff. That's what happens when you love something to your heart. When you love something to your heart and you see it going away or you see it not getting the justice it deserves, that's what you call passion. You get me? That's what you call real love. Just like when you really love someone, they can get to you like no other. You see, someone that you care for can't get you the way that someone that you love can. I'm telling you, mash up your meds, everything. So you see Bounty Killer's love for dancehall, next level, man. And I hope people see it like that and don't just see it as, oh, you know, it's just ranting and all these things. No. I'm telling you, it's the love for the music, you know? And then all the artists he's brought through, all the legends he's brought through, you get me? That in itself, that's a whole nother video, you know, to break down the legacy and go through the tree. You get me? But he's brought so much talent and legends and great artists to us. You get me? With his platform, with his reach, with his fame. You get me? He's pushed forward and, you get me, help a lot of people. Now, everyone's entitled to opinion. You get me? That's why I said, yo, this video is for Bounty Killer fans. Because other people are like, yo, you don't say this my artist. And that's not what we're talking about right now. Because we're human. Everyone has their days. Everyone, you get me, get cross, angry, miserable. Yeah, you know how the thing goes. So this is just literally just ratings. As I said, this come out of a WhatsApp conversation and all these things. So Bounty Killer, my 2 tunes for Bounty Killer. I will say, poor people fed up. Because Jano, to this day, I'm fed up. You know? I might not be poor, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm poor. So, that song, to my heart to this day. And, alright, it's a tie between 2 songs. One is Miss Ivy's Last Son. Yeah? Bad tune. Melody, I don't know, it just catch me. Second song, I would say it's Miniature. You see that song there? Yeah, obviously the ladies are talking about here, innit? Yeah. But that rhythm, I don't even know how you write that rhythm still, you know, real talk, because that rhythm is different. It's a unique rhythm. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to do some remixes on it one time and boy, it was giving me problem. I got there in the end, but Jado, it shows versatility again. You get me? It shows his talent, shows his skill. So yeah, man, simple and fast. As I said, it's just a reasoning. Anything you disagree with, you know, you can hit me up and say boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but cool. But just try and keep it positive. So you guys, 2 things to do. Let me know why you rate Bounty Killer in the comment section, and 2 songs that impacted you from him that made you say, yeah, man, Bounty me say. Alright, so to the next video, big up yourself, DJ Mega UK TV. We're out.